Hello friends, welcome back. Frizzy hair, been outside with the pony and it's been raining. I'm gonna do a whole lot over a couple nights. The big one for now, one for later casseroles. So tonight we are gonna do my easy baked ravioli casserole. Now the directions that are linked down in the description below and also over in my one for now, one for later casserole book that's over in my shop. It guides you through making 2 9x13 pans. Now this is a family favorite recipe. It goes very quick. We have some company over. So I am doing 2 of these, my deep dish pans that I can never remember the size of. It's the size that's bigger than 9x13. I think it's 10x16, something like that. I'm doing 2 of those, and we'll see if I run out of ravioli, and if I have some left, I'll do some extra. Okay, so let's get going on this night 1 with easy baked ravioli. You know what happened? Okay, so let's forget the baked ravioli for a minute. Let's hear about Jamerrill's chickens, right? So I got this beautiful chicken at Hobby Lobby. You know this if you watched my new couch video and decorate with me, okay? We got this chicken because why? Because my favorite bantam hen was a beautiful chicken that looked similar to this, and her name was Victoria. Now I've gotten some comments about this chicken, folks telling me this chicken was a rooster, and I'm like, no, I have chickens, and I got lots of chickens that have big combs, and they're not roosters, they're hens. I got one white leghorn with such a big floppy comb, like it flips over like a curl. This is important, and I got upset about it looking at this faux Victoria. Guess what Victoria started doing 2 days ago? Daniel, what did Victoria start doing 2 days ago? Crowing. Y'all jinx me. Victoria is now Victor Vito, bantam rooster. Beautiful bantam rooster. So just wanted to update you on that because I saw my chicken and I felt sad because I no longer have a Victoria. We've got a Victor Vito. So if you are a Lori Berkner children's folk singer fan, that means we need another chicken, bantam, that we name Freddie Basco. Yes. Okay, so back to easy baked ravioli casserole. We are going to just cover the bottom of both of our pans with sauce. Now if you're doing this at home, you're going to be very sensible. You're going to have 2 9x13 pans. You just cover the bottom with sauce. So then we're going to do a layer of just frozen ravioli.
I remember we did do this one.
We did. You helped me make this for the large family table community. We did this a couple weeks ago for them, didn't we? Well, I'm going to do it for you too.
Can I help?
Yeah, I will give you something to help me with here in a minute, sweetie. My hands are in my ravioli though. Problems moms have, so not tonight.
One for now, one for later.
Well, see, Daniel, he knows this. Yes, one for now, one for later in theory. I'm doing 2 big ones for now. Might give us some leftovers for lunch tomorrow. Might not. You just never know. I'm just eyeballing, rolling out another layer of sauce. I'll spread that around in a minute. Okay, so then we're going to just shake on some shaky cheese, some Parmesan cheese here. Then we're going to do a layer of mozzarella and repeat our layers again with the ravioli. And then we've got talking hand to do our cheese layer. Daniel laughed. That's what, in my videos, Daniel, that's what we call my hand. If I get talking and doing things with my hand, but they can't see my face, I just have named my hand Talking Hand. Okay, Daniel, so you can take this and then just pour it all over. It's a little different. Last time I had you use the spoon, but these are bigger pans. Just pour it all around. There you go. Woo! Bring it down here a little bit. We can spread it out. There you go. Okay, Daniel, just like you helped me do last time, we can fit 4. I'll let you do it. I'm just going to do this first row, okay? We're going to do 4 raviolis. And you do another row and another row all the way down to here. Okay, there you go. And I'll work on this one. Okay, and then here's another layer. I'm glad you're helping me prep this, Danielle. And then again, I'm gonna sprinkle. There you go. Good job. All around, all around. Good job. We are going to cover these in foil, yay, and get them in the oven now. They're going to go in at 350 for about 40 minutes or so. Because these are bigger than my 9x13 ones that the recipe is based off of, I might need about 10 more minutes or so. I will just eyeball it at the time. Now, if you were, I'll squat down and talk to you. If you were doing the one for now, one for later casserole with the 9x13s, all you would need to do is wrap your casserole in 2 layers of foil and a layer of plastic wrap, label accordingly, put it in your freezer. When you need it, of course, you just set it out the day before, and usually from the freezer into the refrigerator, let it defrost. I'm not even doing a full foil wrap, I'm just doing a little cover for it to cook. The full directions will be linked for you in the description below. Okay, so here is both smoking hot casseroles. Ended up taking about 20 minutes longer just because of the extra super mega size that I made. Okay, so this evening I am doing my Cajun chicken and sausage casserole. This is another fantastic one for now and one for later casserole. You could bake one for your family tonight, you could bake the other and then freeze it. You may look at your week and think, okay, I know we have a busy Wednesday. Tuesday evening, I'm pulling out that Cajun chicken and sausage casserole. I'm gonna let that defrost. Wednesday, we've got stuff going on in the evening. That's my go-to. We're gonna have that for dinner that evening. So, I'm making 2 of these up tonight and we're gonna have them for dinner. I've also set out some Brussels sprouts and I might chop a couple apples just to give us some fruit and vegetable variety as a side. And here are our ingredients. Of course, you can substitute and swap out and tweak it based on what you have on hand. You can see my peppers aren't looking too perky here, but that's okay, they will still work. We got diced tomatoes and onion. We have our sausage, I've got chicken. We have Cajun seasoning, minced garlic, some chicken broth, and then some instant white rice. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna put our diced tomatoes and our rice in a bowl and get those set aside. So there's our diced tomatoes. That's a 28-ounce can. Now I'm going to work on getting my vegetables and sausage ready, and we're going to cook those in some olive oil on the skillet. In a skillet. I guess in it or on it. Any way we can get to it, right? So I usually like to add celery to this recipe as well. We don't have any celery right now. Just used my last bit of my celery yesterday when I was cooking. So this will be everything but. So just picture that we lost one little piece. Anyway, ran out of celery after yesterday's cooking. So this will be without the celery, but you can chop up celery as well. I would, here's my imaginary celery, chop it up and it would cook in a pan with some olive oil along with the other vegetables and this sausage. It's just nice to brown the sausage some. So I'm just checking in and stirring this. Again, if we had smell-o-vision, man, it smells good in here. I don't even want to turn the fan on because it smells so good. What I need to get over and do while this is cooking is get the chicken cubed, because once this is done cooking, we're going to cook the chicken and the seasonings over here together. Be super, super mega good. We'll also add the garlic in with that batch. And so this is how I am. Now, the recipe calls for 4 chicken breasts. I don't like having 2 lonely chicken breasts, and I'm not doing any chicken recipes here for for a few days. So of course I could just bag up those 2 chicken breasts, throw them in the freezer. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and chop it up because, you know, mega and lots, a little extra chicken won't hurt. This chicken was a nice price. It was $1.78 a pound. So thank you, Walmart. So obviously you can totally cut corners and throw your chicken in the Instant Pot or the slow cooker earlier in the day, and then have your chicken be a shredded chicken in this recipe. If you have the extra time to cut the chicken and then cook it in olive oil, it just makes it really nice. But you do not have to. I am the mama corner cutting queen. So because kids are settled, day is settled, and I'm able to right now, I'm chopping this up and cooking it in olive oil. But again, if you need to, throw your chicken in the slow cooker and then work on assembling your casseroles in the evening. Cooking up this chicken, and I just added in the 2 teaspoons of Cajun seasoning blend, and that sausage has a nice kick to it as well. So fantastic for me. I love spicy food. Here's how the chicken's cooking up. So I obviously did not pick my huge super mega bowl for this. I'm still going to try to get the chicken mixed in, and then what we're going to do is put half of this in one casserole dish, the other half in another, and then we will top it off with chicken broth. There you go. Yep. Okay guys, stirring very gently, tempting all that possibly can be tempted here. I think we've almost got it all mixed together. Okay, it worked. We got it all gently mixed together. So now I'm going to get out the casserole dishes. Now, of course, I did add 2 more chicken breasts to this, so we'll see if I can get this in 2 casserole dishes. I think I can. I'm not scared. Of course, the rice is going to expand, but that's the rice's problem. Okay, so we fit in 2 casserole dishes. Now I'm gonna put the chicken broth on both. Now we got the chicken broth in, and we're gonna put this in the oven at 375 for about 45 minutes. Of course, the rice is gonna expand and soak up all that broth. Now I forgot. Needed to cover each of my casseroles with some foil, so I'm gonna just reach my hands in there and rig that up with the casseroles already in the oven. Okay, so now both are in the oven, properly foiled. Here we go. Okay, I got both of them out, and so here's how they look. Yummy. So here is our Cajun chicken, sausage, and rice casserole for dinner tonight, and then we also have some buttered Brussels sprouts and some apple slices. Well, friends, I am back for our 3rd and final one for now, one for later casserole, and actually this one really will be me making one for now and one for later. We are doing the Sloppy Joe casserole tonight. Again, all 3 of these casseroles are in my new Classic Dinners and Freezer Meals cookbook, where it guides you through. You don't have to do 20 casseroles in one day if that's not your style. You can simply make one for now, one for later for your family. There's different grocery list options in there, and it holds your hand any way you want to do it. Also a grocery list if you want to just do all of them in one day. You can certainly do that as well. Just letting you know that my super mega sale that I have not had a sale in over a year is still going strong over at my Large Family Table shop. The URL is actually shop.largefamilytable.com. It'll be the first link in the description below. I have a new mega deal, get it all bundle, where you can get all of my products that I have created over these last several years, including the brand new Large Family Freezer Meal Pack 10, which is a breakfast pack, 11, which is a kid-friendly lunch pack, and 12, which is a new dinner pack. That plus a whole lot of more is over at the shop for up to 75% off. There's also individual products if you have bought certain ones and want to piece it together and have a big savings. So again, click the first link in the description below and see what I'm cooking up over there. So over on the blog, I've got the recipe for this Large Family Sloppy Joe casserole. And so I'm going to read you the ingredients now. We need 2 to 3 pounds of ground chuck, 2 small onions, 3 green bell peppers, 1 red bell pepper, some garlic, a can of petite diced tomatoes, 2 cups of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of yellow mustard, 2 cups of frozen corn. We need 2 boxes of penne pasta, and then we're going to top it with some shredded cheese. So actually I've got to run in my freezer to get some corn now. Okay, there we go. Found the corn in the freezer. The only thing I don't have is the peppers. I used the last of peppers when I was doing that Cajun chicken and sausage casserole last night. Did not get any peppers today. So this will be without peppers. And of course, you can tweak it for your own family's preferences. So this is about 2.5 pounds of ground beef from 80/20. Ground beef that I had got at Walmart. So I'm going to use this for these Sloppy Joe casseroles. So I got my next to super mega bowl out, and we're going to start dumping things in here now. Now I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of the brown sugar. We need 2 cups of ketchup. This is a 20-ounce bottle with some already used out of it, so I'm just going to squirt the rest of this in. Two teaspoons of mustard. I'm going to eyeball it. And now I'm going to add cheese to the top of both of these. So what you can do, just like my directions in my classic dinners and freezer meals cookbook, you can put one of these in your oven for now. Of course, we're going to top it with cheese here in a minute. And then your other one, you can top with cheese. You can follow the directions and still wrap it and get it in the freezer. You don't need to cook it again right now if you choose not to. Then you will defrost it and you'll bake it the day that you want to eat it. Here we go, ready for the oven. So both of these casseroles have been sitting out cooling, but this is the Sloppy Joe casserole in action. So that's it, friends. I'm going to serve the Sloppy Joe casserole up to my family this evening. Put a whole lot of vegetables with it. I think we're going to do carrot sticks, big pile of carrot sticks, and dip. with this casserole this evening. Don't forget to click the first link in the description below to head over to my large family table shop and get everything in my shop in the mega deal bundle up to 75% off. Yes and amen. I'll see you real soon with another brand new video. Bye bye.